Welcome to Neurodiverse Voices, the podcast where we can celebrate difference, break stigma, and shine a light on the power of neurodivergent minds. Hi everyone, welcome back to Neurodiverse Voices. I'm Cara, a teacher, small business owner, and someone who knows firsthand what it's like to live and work with dyslexia. Now, because it's Dyslexia Awareness Week in Scotland, I wanted to do something really close to my heart. Today we're diving into dyslexia and me, how it shows up in my everyday life, how it shaped me as a teacher and business owner, and most importantly, why I've come to believe that being different really is the best way to be. Now, this is going to be a personal one, so grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's dive in for a chat. People often assume dyslexia is just about struggling with reading or spelling. And yeah, it is those things, they're definitely a part of me. But the reality is it seeps into so many moments of daily life. For me, it's things like forgetting the spelling of a word I've written 1,000 times, or trying to spell a word desert, kept spelling it as desert today. Mixing up letters when I'm tired, needing to triple, quadruple check emails before I send them because one misplaced letter makes the whole thing look messy, or being mid-conversation and knowing exactly the word I want to use, but it's just stuck out there and my brain won't let it come to me. So I'll rearrange my entire sentence just so I don't have to say the word. Even as an educator, these moments happen daily. And from the outside, they look like obstacles. And honestly, they are. But here's the thing, they've also taught me patience, resilience, and creativity. Dyslexia has been one of my biggest challenges, yeah, but it's also been one of my greatest teachers. In the classroom, dyslexia pops up in ways people don't really think about. It's the panic of knowing an answer, but not being able to get it out quickly enough. It's having reread instructions 3 or 4 times just to process them, and then I've got to teach them. It's trying to teach a lesson while also worrying that I might spell a word wrong on the board. Well, I used to worry about it. I don't anymore. Children show up for you with kindness and patience, and they enjoy spotting it out. It became a game. So, spelling words, it's okay to get wrong. We're human. And now even running Kindling Minds, it doesn't just go away. When I'm creating resources, I have to proof and reproof. When I write blog posts, sometimes I notice those mix-ups. But here's the twist. Instead of weakening me as a teacher, dyslexia's actually made me a better one. Because I know how it feels to be the child who learns differently. I know what it's like to need more time. I know how overwhelming really big tasks can feel. So I design my teaching with that in mind. I use visuals, hands-on tools, and alternative strategies, because those are things I need myself. I try and break things into smaller tasks, achievable steps, and I celebrate mistakes and use laughter to make learning feel safe. Up on my wall, I have mistakes are proof that you're trying, and that's it. You're trying your best. And that's all that's important. The truth is, dyslexia shaped the way I teach. It gave me empathy, creativity, and a really deep connection with my learners because they know I understand. They are able to tell me, "Miss, you made a mistake." We laugh about it and we move on. Now, for a long time, I saw dyslexia as a flaw, something that made me less capable, something I should hide or apologise for. But over the years, as I've grown into my role as a teacher and business owner, I've realised the opposite is true. Dyslexia is my superpower, and it's yours too. It pushes me to think differently, problem solve, creatively, and adapt in ways others don't even consider. It forces me to find new paths when the obvious one doesn't work. And isn't that what education and life is about? New ideas, new perspectives, new ways of seeing the world. That's the beauty of neurodiversity. Being different doesn't mean being less. It means bringing something new and needed to the table. So instead of hiding my dyslexia, I celebrate it because it's part of what makes me, me. This week in Scotland, it's Dyslexia Awareness Week, and it's really important to me. This week isn't about just raising awareness of our challenges, though those challenges are real and do need to be addressed, but it's about changing that conversation. Too often, dyslexia is framed in terms of what we can't do. But what about our strengths, our creativity, our resilience, the problem-solving skills, and the empathy? We can think outside that box, and sometimes that's what the world needs, is outside the box thinking. These things are just as real, and they deserve to be celebrated. Dyslexia Awareness Week is a chance to challenge misconceptions, highlight strengths, and remind every child, parent, teacher, and person that dyslexia is not a limitation. It's a different way of thinking. When we raise awareness, we create a space for understanding. When we create a space for understanding, we build environments where every leader, learner, and person can thrive. That's the mission at Kindling Minds. For me, reminding children and myself that different isn't something to be ashamed of. It's something to celebrate. So, to wrap up, dyslexia doesn't define me, but it does shape me. It shapes the way I see the world. It shapes the way I teach and support others. And honestly, I wouldn't change it, because being different is the best way to be. So whether you're listening as someone with dyslexia, a parent, a teacher, or as a friend, remember this: your differences aren't flaws. They're your strengths, your superpowers, and they're what make you, you. And that's exactly what the world needs. More different people. Thank you for joining me for this very personal episode of Neurodiverse Voices. If you've enjoyed this chat, please share it during Dyslexia Awareness Week Scotland, or Dyslexia Awareness Week next week for the rest of the UK. Let's keep raising awareness, breaking stigma, and celebrating the unique strengths that dyslexia brings. And if you'd like to keep the conversation going, you can follow me on all socials, or sign up for the newsletter on my website to get resources and support. Until next time, remember, different is the best way to be.